So, in the last segment, we talked about strategy, we talked about colors, we talked about parts of a card. So now we're going to talk about the various types of cards in Magic. And we're going to start with the most common card of all, the land card. Now, the reason it's so common is you use lands to power all your other cards.
Yeah, you're going to be playing one land a turn, so the longer the game goes on, the bigger and more powerful effects you can play. When we talk about some of the spells you're going to be playing in the game, let's start with the sorcery. The sorcery is a one-shot deal. You're going to play it, you're going to get a cool benefit on your turn, and then it's going to go to your graveyard, your discard pile.
Now, even cooler than a sorcery is an instant card. Now, it's a lot like a sorcery. You pay for the cost, you do what the card says, and you discard it. But the cool thing is, instants can be played at any time. You can play them on your turn, you can play them on your opponent's turn, during Lent. Anytime you want, you play the card.
While not as flexible, but still pretty cool, is the enchantment. The enchantment is kind of like a sorcery and instant in that you get a one-shot effect when it comes into play, but it's going to be persistent. Unlike the sorcery and instant, which go to the graveyard when you're done, the enchantment's going to hang around and keep giving you that effect until someone can deal with it.
You know what else sticks around? Artifact cards. Artifacts represent like the cool, special, magical items you might have in your possession, and they stay in play once you play them, and they have some cool effect, a lot like enchantments. But unlike enchantments,
you'll notice that they're colorless. You'll notice these first cards that we show you here are blue if you have good color vision or a color monitor on your computer.
They make black and white monitors?
At my house, they do. The artifact can go in any deck. You can put it in your blue deck, your black deck, any deck you wanted. The final card we're going to talk about is the creature. The creature is the real building block of the game. They're going to comprise your army. It's going to be the way that you're going to win most games.
And you can always tell a creature because they're the only card type that have the two numbers at the bottom right-hand corner.
Yep, the power and the toughness. So what do you say? You want to go cooking show on?
Let's do it.
Cook up some spells here?
Make some cards.
All right. So let's pretend we're deep in the guts of a game. We have 6 land out. We've played a land every turn up to this point, so we have the ability to cast quite a bit of stuff. We're going to lay out the cards.
Now, normally, you wouldn't want to lay your hand out like this for your opponent to see. It's kind of bad strategy, but, you know, Jake's not a very good Magic player. So.
I'm a fantastic and arrogant Magic player, so I don't care if you see my hand or what's going on. So we're going to cast some stuff here. The way you cast things in this game is you're going to tap the mana and get the power out of it. You're going to get the mana out of it, which is going to allow you to make stuff. So how do you show that you're using these lands up? You're going to tap it. Tapping is if you turn something 90 degrees. When you turn it 90 degrees, it basically says that this card is done for the turn. I can't use it until next turn. So I've tapped 1. What do you want to make, Ryan?
I want to make the Djinn. I want to make the big creature.
And I want to make you happy, so we're going to make the Djinn. So look at the Djinn. In the upper right-hand corner, you'll see a 4 and then 2 blue mana symbols. What this means here is that it's going to take 2 blue mana to play this guy, and then 4 mana of any color. So we're going to tap 6 total.
2 blue and 4 of any color,
yep.
In this case being blue.
You'll notice, Ryan, that blue is a color.
It is a color.
Blue is a color.
Awesome.
In perpetuity. We tap 6 mana, and we put them into play.
This is when the opponent quivers with fear.
Some quivering will take place.
If you're good.
We're left with 1 land. So we got some options. We play our big cool creature, we can play a spell, and call it a turn. So let's tap this land, and I'm going to play Sleight of Hand. Sleight of Hand's a sorcery. The sorcery, once we play it, is burnt. We get the cool little effect, and then it goes to the discard pile.
Don't worry, though, because at the beginning of every turn, you get to untap all your stuff. So all these lands you just tap, you're going to get to use them again next turn.
So this is kind of a good foundation for beginning a game. So let's begin a game. In the next segment, let's mix it up. Let's cast some spells.
Let's do it.